What up, yo? What up, yo? How y'all doing today? Hi, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in, you guys. I did not think I was going to be making it to do a video today, but I will wait until a few of you guys, if a few of you guys do come in, then I will continue on with the video. If not, I may just do this tomorrow. So I want to see if you guys are here. If you guys are here, what up? All right, we'll just wait and we'll just see if we're doing this video tonight or possibly tomorrow. We're going to talk about the drones. What's these drones in the skies, guys? And, is this the rapture that we're seeing or angels of death here? I've been talking about this for a while. We are going to get into it. So somebody did request this video, and so yeah, this is what we're going to do today, guys. Hi, guys. I'm not going to be on here long. I just want to come here and deliver this message really quickly. Thank you guys for being here this evening. Please put a like on the video when you come in. Much appreciated, guys. This is going to be a deep message, and it may not be that deep to some people, but this is really a warning, guys. It's just really a warning because things are, it's not about to get real. Like it's the realest that it's ever been. This is what we have to know. Hi, Sean, Starlight. Hi, guys. Yep, it is. It's serious, It definitely is serious. So thank you guys for being here. Give me just a second here. Just a second. Guys, let me know where you're tuning in from. Shout out your city, your state, your country, your planet. Maybe your planet. Maybe we'll do your planet tonight. What star system are you from? Maybe we'll do that, right? All righty, guys. Trying to find, just have to do one thing and we'll get this message started. Let's see if any of you guys are here. We'll wait for a few more people to get in and then we're gonna start the message, okay? All righty, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I was trying to put up the thumbnail, but maybe it just has not, maybe the live has not really caught up with the whole system yet. So I may not be able to do that just quite yet. Okay, guys, I'm overheating over here. I really was not planning on doing this video tonight, but I think I need to go ahead and do that. There's a lot going on, lots going on in our skies, lots going on in the world. I have not watched anything about these drones. I've not seen any videos. The only thing I've seen was some thumbnails. I've not watched anything. So I'm going to give you guys, from what source is saying. I'm going to tap into the energy of what's going on. And this is what we're about to get into. So while everyone's coming in to the space this evening, go ahead and shout out your city, your country, your state, your star system, and all of that good stuff. I'm going to tap into the energy here of the drones, and this is going to be an impromptu reading about the drones, guys. But I'm here to tell you the rapture is here. These are biblical drones. This is what I'm really feeling in my heart and in my spirit. And I'm about to tap into the energy of the drones. Hey guys, hey guys, hey. And see what's going on. So we're going to start channeling what's going on with these drones in the sky. Okay, guys? Thank you. Hi, guys. Taking a look at the energy of what's going on with the drones in the sky. Give me a second. I'm pulling some messages here of what source is trying to tell me. I'm hearing chaos and destruction, truth and discernment. There's a lot of male energy here. I'm getting a lot of Y energy, a lot of male energy. Lots and lots of male energy here. Some sort of hat is coming through. Um, I'm hearing beret. I'm not sure. I think that's some sort of hat. Not sure how that really fits in with what's going on. I'm getting intracellular, inner earth. I'm channeling lighthouse, peace, protection, property, jewels, oneness. Hey guys, come on in. Tap it into the energy of the drones in the sky. What's going on, guys? I do believe these are biblical drones, as I kind of was feeling the energy a little bit before I came on here. I'm not going to be on here long today. It's just going to be um, kind of a short message today, but very, very impactful and very, very powerful. Okay, the first thing I want to say is what I'm getting. You guys have to understand that this thing is dualistic. I'm going to take the aliens out of this. I want to take the government out of this because that doesn't matter. None of this matters in this moment. None of it matters if it's extraterrestrial beings. None of it matters if the government knows about it. None of this matters. Of course they know about it. They've been trying to use cloud technology to cloak this. They've been knowing, the government has been knowing what has been going on in our skies for many, many years. This ain't nothing new. Hi, Margarita. This is nothing new, guys. But they're cloaking technology, guys, because our eye is open, our eye is single. It's not working anymore. I truly believe some of the cloaks. I saw one of the cloaks the other day, and it looked like a moon that was out at like 4 p.m. in the afternoon. But it wasn't the moon and it wasn't the sun. It was them trying to cloak whatever's going on in the sky. And I truly believe that humanity's eye is open, and this is why the cloud technology is no longer working. Some of these clouds or some of these things that they're using in the sky, that they're spraying from planes to cover it, it's supposed to be cloaking, is what source is saying. But see, this is the gag. It's not that they're even just afraid of those drones, but they're now afraid of some of us because it's supposed to be incognito. But somehow, some way, we are seeing it. This is what source is truly saying. So now they're kind of questioning, oh boy, it's not just some of them in the sky. Some of them are on the ground too. Some of them are in our society too. You see where I'm going with this? This is truly a as above, so below situation that we're really getting ourselves into, guys. And I was led here. First of all, I want to tell you there's a lot of code going on. This thing is very high tech, right? I'm getting quantum computers are being used. I just see a lot of like quadrants, a lot of code. And to be honest with you, just they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. Our governments, they don't know what to do. They are scrambling. They are absolutely scrambling. There's a lot of male energy coming from up above. So I'm getting one X chromosome and the rest Y. So this is Spirit is really telling me that whoever is in those skies, this is like a majority male sort of it's an army. It's an army. It's a different species and it is an army, but it's mostly male energy. And it appears to be one woman that is leading the charge. So that's who is in the sky. And it's very interesting. I'm getting some sort of hat. It appears, okay, you know, the beret. It's like I think they wear this kind of hat in Paris. So I'm not sure if something has been going on in Paris. Guys, has there been drone spottings in Paris at all? I'm not sure. But I'm getting some sort of hat. Spirit is drawing my attention to some sort of hat. I don't know. We'll hold on to that and see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna fully just kind of flow into this message. Hi, Bobby. I'm gonna flow into this message, guys. And now that there's more people here. So we're gonna start off with what Spirit really led me to read. And I want to tell you that these are biblical drones, guys. This is what we're seeing. They're not really drones, but what it is, it's angels of death coming here. They're coming here to destroy. And I actually spoke about this last year. It was a prophecy. I didn't understand that this would be happening right now. So I want to let you know, whether you're calling them angels, angles, extraterrestrials, or aliens, what they really are death angels, death doulas. They are here to cleanse the earth for reset. And your governments around the world, they know this. As above, so below. There's a war in the heavens, and there's a war here on the ground. Heaven is getting a cleansing. The heavens is fighting with other galactic councils. Here, there's a war here too. There's two sides of the elites fighting here. As above, so below. As within, so without. Hi, Angel, my girl. Hi, good evening, my dear. As above, so below. As within, so without. What we're seeing is the biggest showdown that has ever happened. Did you ever think that you would live to see this? I did. I did. Growing up when I was young, guys, when I tell you guys, I always felt special. And this ain't ego, because I haven't had a very easy life. I knew there was something special about me. Growing up, I felt like royalty. I didn't understand what that meant, but see, now I understand it's a spiritual royalty. I felt chosen. Chosen. And if you've ever felt that way, that you had a divine purpose, you may also be chosen too. So I'm going to read to you scripture here from the Cosmic Bible. Guys, by the way, pick this up on Amazon, guys. And it's going to shed some light on what's going on, what's up there. What are they trying to hide? Or rather, what are they trying to fight? Okay, let's start here. If you have your Cosmic Bible, I'm going to be reading from page 56 from The Great Expansion, a Cosmic Bible for the Ages. All right. Roadblocks are what I see and hear in my mind's eye repeatedly. I see men running near a harbor. There are huge metal bars that clamp down right before them. The 5-night stampede refuses to let them go free. These are the roadblocks. This is the mental anguish that they will be trapped in. They will run and run, but they cannot escape their destiny. They cannot escape the 5-night stampede. This is the destruction that is coming upon the earth for the ones that refuse to change, refuse to grow, refuse to upgrade, and refuse to move into group collective consciousness. You must stay focused throughout this time. You must stay focused on your survival, ascended ones, so that you do not perish. You must stay diligent in your spiritual practices. You must keep your head down and your eyes awake so that you do not get caught in these roadblocks. We have set traps for our enemies. We're talking about the angels of death that are coming. We've set traps for our enemies. Our enemies are the ones who cannot go to the next level, nor to the next energy that the earth has called forth. It is a clearing, a cleansing, a wish fulfillment. There will be great destruction. Now get this, page 56 now. Celestial beings will cover the earth when the non-chosen people are taken. They will see the celestial beings that will take them, that will end them, and that will bring them down. In that moment of release, they will know that all these words were true. They will know that we are true. We are purposely separating the wheat from the shaft. It will make it easier for our chosen enlightened ones to be together and protect each other during the time of the 5-night stampede. Heed this sharp warning from thy Lord, not the Lord that you know, but it's the one that you owe everything to, for it is the one that preys on you. We will stop many hearts. We will stop many hearts. Guys, this was a channel Bible. This is what I wrote back when this was written on January 17th, 2023. If you look at my 2024 predictions video, I put that out in December, I said that there would be beings coming, angels of death, coming to cleanse the earth for reset. It is an all-out war. Some angels of death, these are biblical angels. They're angels of death, and in this book, they're called the 5-night stampede. And what is the 5-night stampede? The 5-night stampede is the shadow aspect of source. As of this book was channeled, and there's 5 aspects of source here. There's also 5 aspects of the shadow. Just as you have a shadow, source has a shadow. But like I always say, and I have a quote here, for the darkness is only dark when it refuses to work with the light. So any person that refuses to work with source is an antichrist. Any person that refuses to work with the light, with the greater good, is the anti-source. Okay. So that's who the five-night stampede are. They're angels of death that are coming. You can call them aliens and you can call them extraterrestrials and you can call them the Anunnaki all you want. But just know that if you have not been upright, if you are a cancer to this earth, you will be leaving this earth. You will be leaving. Why do you think we've been doing so many videos about the underworld? It's because, guys, people are literally, it's already been decided, guys. We are literally watching biblical scripture play out in front of our eyes. You don't have to be a Christian to understand where we are. These things were written about and rewritten about, and even I rewritten about it and channeled it in a different way so that we can get the message out to the people. Angels of death are here to collect the souls that are theirs. This is who is in the sky. This is why the elites are trying to cover it up. They're fighting them. Sometimes, guys, you hear rumbles under the ground sometimes. Sometimes you see weird things in the sky. This ain't just happened. They've been fighting these beings for about 20 years. And it's magnified because we're at the end of the age and what the karmic portal is open. What happens when the karmic portal opens? So me as mother of the ages, I'm one of the souls, if not the soul, that opens the karmic portal. And all that truly means is that every single timeline and lifetime and aspect of yourself collapses all down to almost where you're able to see every single existence that you've had all at once. This gives you a chance to clear karma, to heal, and to remove ancestral trauma on a DNA template level. Anyone that wants to ascend right now, the karmic portal is open. What Source said, I will reveal to them on their heart space, whether they are light or dark. Source said to me, I'm going to reveal my children to themselves. Right now, you can take account of who you are. Are you naughty or nice? I've been saying you got to get clean before Christmas, before 12 midnight on Christmas Day. Otherwise, you activate the Satan clause, the Santa Claus or the Satan clause in the contract, in your soul contract, guys. These angels of death are here because they already know the ones that's going to get a lump of coal. Some people's star family is up there too. And some people have a divine assignment to be taken. As the book says, the Cosmic Bible, the non-chosen ones will be taken. That is who's up there. And this is why your governments have to fight them, because most of them are the non-chosen or awakened ones. When I tell you this golden age energy we're going into, I want you to understand what that truly means. There's a baby that's going to be born, and everyone here at Instructions for Humanity, we have been preparing for this birth arrival. There is a woman here that is pregnant with the new Adam, with the child that will give birth to the new version of humanity, because as it outlines in this book, guys, humanity has a lot of errors in the code of its creation. And I talk about how we're getting new technology for the heart and a brand new frequency. There's so much going on, guys. But this baby that is to be born, I have had the pleasure of gifting him with his energy. I've had the pleasure of being in his energy. And when I tell you this is the second coming of Christ, it's not the Christ, but it's a Christ energy. It's a Christ light that is coming. And when this Christ light, this baby Adam that we call it, comes, it's giving birth to a whole nother group of children and even us here. Just by this baby Adam existing on the earth plane, it's going to help us get updates in the code of our creation. So when I tell you guys we're going to be communicating with telepathy, we're already doing it here, but the average person will start doing it. When I tell you guys that people will start levitating when this child is born, he's going to bring a whole new vibration. You're getting new atoms. The atom in the Bible, when we look at it on a cosmic level, this would be the atoms that all things are constructed with. These would be those atoms. So you are literally getting new codes, new atoms, guys. And so, with that being said, the people who turn their back to source, the light, right knowledge, righteousness, these are the ones that the angels of death are here to collect, because how else are we going to get to the 1,000 years of peace and to the golden age, the golden timeline? It's a timeline that we must get to. There's a lot of things that's been put in place so we can get to the golden age timeline. Trump was very instrumental to us getting to that timeline. And by the way, I have another prophecy about him. This is a warning, guys. I saw another attempt on his life. I'm going to come back tomorrow morning, hopefully, and do that video. This is serious because this could bring a fall to a lot of things, not just America, financial markets, and so much more. This could really bring us back into the captivity of the left hand, of the left side. And so there is another attempt on his life because they want to change the timeline. And they know that he represents the biblical trumpets. Greetings, April. He represents the digital trumpets, is what source is saying. Trump represents the digital trumpets. So when we think about digital trumpets being sounded, we think about being online. We think about our devices, our phones, right? You guys have to understand how important this is. Now I know why Source wanted me to do this video tonight, even though I'm tired. The digital trumpets are sounding. Guys, there's a frequency that we're getting. It's in this book. There is a frequency that's being emitted to the chosen ones. What is that? Through our devices, guys. It ain't all bad. Through our devices, some people are getting spoon-fed. Thank you, Source. Some people are being spoon-fed the new frequency at night when your hardware, aka your body, is resting. Source is in there working. The Christ light is in there working and upgrading, because you will not be able to live on the new earth, the golden age timeline, without the upgrades. Guys, we are technologically advanced beings. Hi, Gail, my beautiful. You won't be able to live without the upgrade. So Source is doing that. Trump, I'm hearing Trump is doing that. Does Trump know that he's doing that? No, guys, but you have to understand there are no small roles here, guys. If you're here on planet Earth, you have right now, you have a very important role. This is his role. Source is saying that Trump is doing that because he represents the biblical trumpets. So it is a digital trumpets that are sounding. You are getting the upgrade. You are getting the frequency. All of those frequencies that you're hearing is not all bad. It's not all negative beings, especially if you're hearing it out of your right ear. Then what happened to Trump's right ear? Thank you, Source. Trump's right ear, I think it was his right ear that the bullet went through. This is representing what they're trying to do. They want to stop your upgrade. Thank you, Source. Source is on fire tonight. They want to stop your upgrade so that you do not make it to the next timeline, the new energy that the earth has called forth. The earth has called forth this new timeline. When it was 2020 and Rona was running rapid, the earth was getting the digital upgrade too. We are technology, guys. We are not small here. And now Mother Earth is saying anyone that touches my soil must also be reborn, must be birth of me, must also be upgraded to exist, to coexist with me. The non-chosen one, source has already decided that they can't move forward because they are a cancer to the planet. So yes, will this thing bring destruction? I saw it bringing famine. We channeled that in our world reading. Bringing famine. It's going to bring a fall and crash in the markets. But if you are chosen one, we're under a different code, guys. We're cloaked in the Christ light and energy. We're cloaked. Everything we do is cloaked. So you're going to see a splitting of the two even more. You're going to see the unchosen ones that are experiencing all of those things that I just described. But then if you're cloaked in the Christ light and in the source light, and if your steps are ordered, if you're doing what you should be doing, if you're on your healing journey, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to walk it out every day. Then you will be protected, guys. This is truly, truly a time of faith and work. Faith and work. Because faith without works is dead. And these are the people that are being pulled down. Even the ones that believe, but they never actually did any work, guys. You have to do the work. And so this is the angels of death that are here. This is who's in the sky. And what are they going to be doing? See, the other day, I had a lady come through for the quantum telekinetic reading, and Anubis showed up. Anubis is the Egyptian god that weighs your heart on the scale of Mayat. If your heart is found to be heavier than a feather, then he escorts you to the underworld. So you cannot be of the new frequency. You cannot go to the golden age timeline if your heart is not as light as a feather. If you're holding on to resentment, regret, pain, self-sabotage, if you're holding on to all of this, then you're not as light as a feather. Guys, we are contracted. We take a contract every day that you wake up and you make a decision. You are either renewing your contract with source, or you're stepping one step closer to activating the Satan clause, the Santa clause in the Satan contract. When you refuse to heal, refuse to open up the heart, refuse to let things go, guys. Forgiveness, when I say it's the key, love is the way. It's that simple. Love is the way. Forgiveness is the key. And truth is the light that guides us home. If you just live by that, you're going to be fine. You're going to be in alignment. If you just live by that, that's literally all that you need to do, guys. But the 5-night stampede, that's who's in the sky. And it said, you will see the celestial beings. These celestial beings, where are they coming from? They're coming from the sky. That will take them, that will end them, and that will bring them down. In the moment of release, you will know that these words were true. You will know that we were true. Sometimes when people talk about the devil, it sounds like a fairy tale. It used to sound like a fairy tale for me too, guys. I'm not going to lie. It did. But you really can't deny that we're in some very strange times. And this is not about being fearful, because I'm not afraid. Guys, if you've been doing the work, if you are heart-centered, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You could walk in the middle of the street and there could be a war, cosmic war right in front of you. You're going to be fine. Guys, these things are not here by happenstance. This is technology. They know who they're coming for. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. It's no coincidence. When I talk about the Satan clause, it's real. You're already on the list. You're either on the list or you're not. You can't hide. Like I said in the last video, you can't pray it away, wish it away, spell it away. You're either of the light or you're of the darkness. This is the timeline collapse. Now the karmic portal is open, so you can see all of your aspects of self right now, all of your soul fragments right now, and you can clean that up. And when this thing closes, midnight on Christmas Day, then you activate the Satan clause. It's your choice. That's what's in the sky. Angels of death. And they already know who they're coming for. So if you're good, if your hands are clean, then you don't have to even worry about it. You don't have to worry about it, guys. When I tell you guys we're being raptured in consciousness, the rapture is technology. When Source just said to me in my right ear, that's why they tried to cut the right ear off of Trump. That's what they were trying to do, is what Source is saying. I don't know what the significance is about the ear in the spirit realm, but it looks like it's very important. Let me see. Let me see if I can find that meaning of the right ear. They wanted to cut off his right ear. So the right ear is genuinely associated with receiving positive messages, good news, or praise, signifying that someone is thinking or speaking well of you. Okay? Right side of the body is typically linked with masculine energy of action and positivity. What did I say? Did I not say it was getting a lot of male energy? It's getting a lot of Y energy, my sign for male energy. Thank you, Source. And yes, this is the beings in the sky, but now it's also associated with the ear of humanity. They want to cut us off from receiving divine messages from Source because they know that the upgrade is here. Everything's open. Like I said, you can literally, if you want to go home right now, you can go home. Some people, star families are here. Some people, me, I got a cosmic family. I belong to a cosmic royal family. I know I can't go home because apparently there's more books to write. I know my mission here, and I got a while here, and I come all the time and I write books. I write these sort of biblical and texts, documents, hieroglyphs, ancient text. I've written it a lot, and that is my purpose here. So I'm here to leave humanity with this kind of time capsule so that they have it, right? So that they have it. But some people can go home. Some people will be leaving, guys. It wasn't just me that channeled this. There was another lady who came in for a session, Drea, and she was saying the same thing too. I was saying 2024 feels just like 2020. Don't you guys feel that? And think about it. In 2020, when was Trump president? When was he leaving? I think he was leaving. Was he leaving in 2020? But you know what was going on? The Rona happened. And I think Trump was still in office. Yeah, he was still in office. And now what? He got inaugurated again. So now what do you think is going to happen? Another big event, guys. You see what I'm saying? Another big event is happening. It's all coded and it's all purposely done. So maybe the Rona, who knows? Maybe it was sent out during his presidency to ruin a lot of things, or possibly maybe he was part of it. I don't know that for sure, but that doesn't even matter. The whole fact of the matter is the same energy is coming up again. Now we got angels of death in the sky, and they're trying to fight against. What do you think is going to happen when they can't get these things to bow down, or if they can't beat these things? They might tell us we need to go back inside, guys. See what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? Wasn't what country was that? Was it South Korea that was on lockdown? South Korea or North Korea? I'm not sure. It was on lockdown. They were on, I think it was like martial law or something like that. They were all ready. They probably had drones there too. I'm not sure. But this is what I'm saying. We're going to be going back inside. And it may not be the worldwide, but in pockets, people will be going back inside come 2025 and that 2026 too. People will be going back inside. This is a repeat. Gail, thank you so much for the super chat. You always bless me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. You know, that's my girl. I love you, Gail. Thank you so much. So, guys, this is what's going on. This is a repeat. There's something that they did not get to do in 2020. I believe it was supposed to be a lot worse. And what I'm saying is, and I'm not wishing this or hoping this, but based off this word in this book, the 5 night stampede, and they're coming to destroy. They're coming to destroy. And I'm not hoping that there's another pandemic, but it appears, guys, that we're entering back into familiar energy. That's what the energy feels like. Feels like something is coming, something that's going to keep us on lockdown. I'm hearing shakedown too. Something that's going to challenge even our freedom of speech. I'm telling you, our freedom of speech will be, it will not be the freedom that people think they're going to be getting. I see that being stopped some sort of way, being challenged. I see this being a battle, something that I think humanity is going to want to fight for their voice, right? But something is coming, it's going to lead to another lockdown of sorts. It may not be called a lockdown. It may be called girl celebration for all we know. People may just get paid to stay at home for a reason. I don't know what they're going to say exactly, but I'm seeing some sort of global event in different pockets in the world, and people will be more inside. And I hope that it does not get really bad, because there's some very eerie energy kind of bubbling up to the surface when I start to talk about a potential lockdown. It doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. But I'm saying these angels of death, they already have the names of the people that they're going to be taken. You wouldn't even be on this channel right now watching anything like this if you were on that list. I mean, these are the people, when I'm talking about, it's not just this lifetime. So if you know someone horrible in this lifetime, you're not being judged by this lifetime. No, you're being judged with everything that you've done from the beginning of time, not just the age, guys, not just the over 2,000-year period. You're being judged for everything that you didn't do since the beginning of this time. And there's been different eons of time that we've been living. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about we're going back like 1 billion years. This is what I'm saying, how deep this is. This is why this time to be alive right now is so important. I want you guys to understand, pick up your cross and let's go. There are no small roles. There's no small souls here right now. Literally, your soul had to choose to come down here at a time like this. When we are, what we're doing, guys, we are not just resetting for like a reset or rapturing just to go to God in the sky forever and ever. No, what we are doing is we are literally about to create another creation story. We are literally redoing code. That's what we're doing. That's what our celestial families and our cosmic royal families are doing. That's what you're doing. This digital rapture, or this digital trumpets that's being displayed through your devices. And this is what's been happening to me. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Source. And I couldn't figure it out because I play devil's advocate for everything. I always lean towards this is evil before I say this is good, because I don't trust anything. You have to test the spirit. And so now it's really coming through that the trumpets are blowing digitally to us. This is how Trump has been chosen to bring this frequency, guys. Even if he doesn't know, this is just what Source is saying. Source is using Trump to put us on the golden age timeline. And on this timeline, we are literally getting the trumpet sounded through our phones, computers, and our devices. This is how they're able to do it incognito. But at the same time, the evil one is also emitting their own frequency. They're getting their own children prepared. As within, so without, as above, so below. There's two sides, guys, of the coin fighting right now. There's two groups of elites fighting. There's war in the cosmic sphere and even in the heavens. The heaven, when I tell you guys that even the heaven is getting a cleansing, this is how deep some of the people in the heavenly realm will fall. This is how deep it is. And I don't know if you guys really feel me, of what I'm saying. When even some of the souls in heaven will fall. What does that sound like? Does that not sound like Lucifer? There are some souls in that realm that are not righteous, that actually refuse to work with the light all the way. They will fall. The whole system, guys, is being scrapped. They know the matrix is ending. They know that the evil archons, when you pass away, how they pretend to be source to lure you in. They can cloak, they can shapeshift, they can appear to be Jesus, archangels, and all of that. This is why I'm telling you, you have to understand how to read energy signatures. Because I know when I pass away, when it's my time, I don't care who shows up. I'm going to read your energy signature. And if it ain't right, I'm just going to keep going. Because if they can trick you and fool you with the images, guys. This is how we've been living. We've been getting tricked with our eyes. When I said if Trump gets into office, we will have I think it was a third eye awakening. It was either third eye or crown chakra awakening. We're getting spiritual eyes to see. They can't pull that anymore, and they know that. So the only thing they can do is use their cloaking, their cloud technology, which doesn't work, and they're afraid of that. We're not actually supposed to be seeing all this, guys. This is what Source is saying. The fact that is freaking them out that we can actually see it. And what they're afraid of now is that they're not just fighting a war in the sky. They know that if we awaken to who we really are, then they're going to have soldiers here on the ground that they have to fight too. And I think that's why the other day I saw a bunch of soldiers underneath the ground here in America. There's a lot of them, at least 80,000 or 800 or 800,000. Where are they coming from? Some of these people were born underground, lived in a world underground always. And some of these people, lots of military men, there's that Y again, Y chromosome again, have come in disguised as migrants. A lot of these people are coming disguised as migrants from different places all over the world. A lot of it is not, a lot of the people coming that will be in this underground army that will come up to the surface of the earth, they are not actually even from this hemisphere. They're not Mexico and Haiti and all of that, where they're telling you they're from the other side of the world. And they've been preparing since they were born to try to fight us. This is what I'm saying. Everyone's activated. Everyone's DNA is activated right now. Even the people's evil DNA is activated, and the people's light and love and source DNA is activated. This is what I'm saying, guys. There is no gray area right now. You're either light or you're dark. You're forced to look at yourself. Have you had more incarnations of being a light? Have you had more incarnations of being darkness? You have to decide in this moment. And once you decide, you need to take up your cross. If it's the light, you need to take up your cross and go. This is where we are, guys. Hi, Shar. Hi. This is where we are. Take up your cross and go. And so the angels of death are here. That right ear is our spiritual spidey senses. That's what they wanted to cut that off. You know, if they cut off the right ear, that's what they really, sources say they really wanted to do to Trump, to cut it off. Do you know if they cut that off? Do you know you get cut off from your ability to hear from source? That's what they wanted. AKA the third eye awakening, AKA the crown chakra awakening. They wanted to cut that off because they know that once we awaken to our true divinity as creator gods, as children of the light, then we can defeat them simply by standing in our Christos Christ energy. We don't even have to move, y'all. When I tell you, I have a dream. I've been saying this for a while. I have a dream that we get lots of people from coast to coast to stand in the energy of the color yellow, which is the Christ energy. And if I could get physical people there and to hold hands from sea to shining sea, when I tell you we could bring the correction on this earth, when I tell you that mountains will crumble, this is your power, how powerful your energy are. When I tell you that whole civilizations will fall and rise, when I tell you if we all stood together with yellow energy in our heart space, that's the Christ energy, we could bring an awakening. We would actually, and actually source says, if we all stood together, this is in the book, and wore the color yellow in our heart space collectively all at the same time, it would ascend us off of the earth rim, and that would be the end of the earth days. We would ascend. This is how important the color yellow is. This is the Christ light. This is the spirit of the Most High, of the highest vibration and frequency. Wear it on your heart. Cloak yourself in the yellow frequency and light. This is the new baby that's being born. This is his light. His light is of that caliber. So when I tell you guys, the reason why you're here right now is because we are literally scrapping the entire creation stories, not just from the New Age and not just from the Bibles and the Qurans and the Torahs, but even every single ancient book and civilization. That's all being scrapped. No more. Because humanity has not been able to actually evolve underneath the teachings of the things that no longer serve us. All of those teachings were to keep us down here. We're moving now and we are moving up there. So now we need to be able to be free to think and to create. When I was talking about the XRP coin is going to be used in the galaxies, it's malleable. It is literally a currency that you mold. It's a currency where you think of and there you are. This is the energy we're going into where you are creating the new creation story. And if you are creating the new creation story, then wouldn't you not be also God? You're not the Most High, but we are sons and daughters of the Most High. That's what I'm saying. That's deep. This is what's truly going on, guys. There are no small roles, no small souls right now. There just are not. I'm going to read one more thing to you guys, and it's very, very, very important as Source draws my attention to page 76 in the Cosmic Bible. I'm going to start reading here. I might need to start reading on page 75 in a second. Okay, I'm going to start reading on page 75. Oh, this is deep. Whew. I'm going to read on page 74, and we're going to flow right into 76, guys. Stay with me here. And I say, this energy feels very dark to me, but at the same time, very necessary. And Mother Source says, "You are learning now, my child, to respect the darkness as much as the light, for we have tried all light, and well, now you see the mess." And then I say, "I feel like something's moving in slow motion." And in my mind's eye, I see a circular diagram of the 12 ages of the zodiac moving counterclockwise very, very slowly. I could not make out what was written on the diagram, but I sensed that I had seen it before. And Mother Source says, "Yes, my child, that's the difference between our time. You all, to you all, we are moving very slowly, but to us, we are in position already, waiting for the energy change to attack." And I ask, "How are you preparing humanity for this cosmic change? Are you doing something to the heart space of man? Did you do something to my heart last night?" And I woke up and I felt that my heart had been opened. And Mother Source says, "This is the expansion we told you that would start happening in the year of 2023. We are expanding the heart space of our chosen ones. And last night, you were chosen to receive the experimental treatment." "What do you mean, the experimental treatment?" I ask. And Mother Source says, "We had never tried this treatment before because it speeds everything up. Everything is moving rapidly, so the treatments must also be more advanced." And then I say, "What did you do to my heart?" Mother Source says, "We implanted a chip of ownership. That way, when chaos happens, we will all find each other. It is like a GPS tracker. Each chosen one that has been separated from the herd will have this chip." And I ask, "So that's what you were doing to my heart last night? Is that why it felt caved in, like it had been opened through my back?" And Mother Source says, "You were taken up last night through your back. Our light was connected to your light through the back of your heart space. You were beamed up. And that's when we performed the surgery to implant the chip." And I asked, "Where was I taken up to?" Mother Source says, "It wasn't far, just right outside of the star system, where the energy is protected. It was done in private." And I asked, "Tell me more about the chip," as I heard the word decensored in my mind. Mother Source says, "Right now the sensor is off, so the chosen ones will not be detected until the time is right. As I've mentioned before, we are very patient. When the time is right, the sensor will be activated, and that is the GPS soul tracker." And I asked, "Is there anyone else that I know that has been taken up to receive the implanted chip?" Mother Source says, "You are one of the few, the first. When we see that it is working correctly, that is when we will implant the others. This is a very important technology, and trials must be run. So no, no one that you know has the chip. Some may get it, but there are many trials to be ran first. Don't worry, because it cannot hurt you. It cannot harm you." And me, I say, at the breathing is extremely heavy, and I can feel the depth of the hypnotic state of Mother that Mother guides me into. "Where will the chip lead us when the time is right?" And Mother Source says, "It will lead you to the cluster, to the herd, to your people, to what you call your soul tribe. Some humans are doing good on their own, using their current inner GPS system, which locates their soul tribe. When the frequency time speeds up, this system chip that we implanted will allow you to track the other chosen ones a lot faster." And I asked, "What's the purpose of that?" And Mother Source says, "You've heard about the mark of the beast. This is the true meaning. They are calling us the beast because they are against us. So they have turned it around. We are not beasts, but when we come, it will feel very much like so." She's talking about the 5 night stampede, their shadow self. So I asked, "So once the chip sensor gets turned on, we will be connected to our soul cluster. Is that correct?" Mother Source says, "You will not only be connected to your soul cluster, but also directly connected to us. There will be no difference. If anything dares to try to take you, to touch you, you will be beamed up because we are and will be just like one. And I asked, so is this the rapture? And Mother God says, it will look like it, but no, it's just how the technology functions. It's time for group consciousness, time for oneness. For us to connect is very easy. It's not really technology, it's just love and light the way that it is. And I asked, what's going to happen on earth when you pounce, when the beast comes out of you? And Mother Source says, total destruction of man. Many will go underground and hide. That may help some, but not all. We have set up special traps for the wicked ones who have prepared in their underground bunkers all of their fancy food and supplies. That is our roadblock. So, guys, even Mother Source goes on to say that this will look like the biblical rapture. It won't be, but that's what it's going to look like to people. When I tell you, some people what will be in the field, one will be taken, one will be left behind. This is basically what Source is saying here. All chosen ones are getting a chip, and I know that might scare you guys. And I was a little worried when Source was like, look, we had to implant you with a chip. I was like, oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. But you have to understand. Remember when the Rona was here? And I'm not saying that this is what happened, but honestly, I believe this to be true. I believe a lot of that Rona, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up was to get people chipped up. Because as above, so below. If Source has a chip, a technology rather, instead of calling it a chip, if Source has a technology that's going to bring us all together, Source said, guess what? If someone wants to harm you, once this chip is activated, you got to get beamed up. Nothing is going to harm us, guys, chosen ones. I want you to understand that. But just as Source has a chip, the evil one also has to have a chip because the evil one needs to use people as human shields. That's what they do. They use them, they discard them, then they get another human shield. They've been doing that since the beginning of time. So we're getting new technology. And when I tell you that some of the people in your house, you might wake up and somebody's not there anymore. Or you might wake up on the golden age timeline with other people that you know, but your spouse or maybe your children is not there. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's about to get deep. There is no more time. The rapture's here. The angels of death are here. This is what I'm saying. And I prophesied this last year for 2024, what will be happening. And this is what is going down, guys. So I don't even know what else to say. This is Source. This is really Source, guys, because you have to understand. Source is all things. Source has a shadow aspect, which is the 5-night stampede. There has to be someone to come in to do the dirty work. There has to be a Satan character. Do you think Satan is just rogue out there? You remember in the Bible or just in church when they say Satan can't do nothing that God don't allow him to do? It's true. Satan has to work under the light because at any moment, Source, God, Yeshua can just pull the rug right underneath Satan. Satan is nothing. I've been here beating up Satan every day in these sessions. Satan is nothing. Satan is small. So I'm saying Satan, a lot of people think, y'all got to understand, Satan is selling some of y'all out. Satan is getting y'all all into all of this demonic stuff purposefully to trick you out of your position as a child of the light. Because we don't need people that can be swayed this easy. We don't need you going to the golden age timeline with us. If you're materialistic and you'll do anything for money, and you do anything for clout, even hurt other people. We don't need you coming with us. So the Satan comes down to tempt you. She's the great temptress. And if you take the bait, this aspect of source helps to cleanse out the ones that can no longer go, because guys, the goal is group consciousness. In this book, it goes to say that source says, hey, we knew it was naughty to create humanity with a separate consciousness. We were never to be created with a separate consciousness. When source divided itself because it wanted to experience itself outside of itself, that was wrong. And I channeled Mother Source. She said, and Mother and Father Source. Now, mind you, these aren't people, guys. A human mind has to, the only thing a human mind can do is take this and make it, give it characters, give it a name, give it a script, and some lines to say, right? But Source says, we knew it was wrong to create humanity with a separate consciousness. And we are being instructed. Another reason why this channel is called Instructions for Humanity. These are Source's instructions, not my own. Source told me your company is going to be called Instructions for Humanity. This is before I even started a healing journey. I mean, started healing people. This is what Source said. I just had to wait 4 years for this to come to fruition. But this is what's going to be happening, guys. These are Source's instructions. Source said that because we created humanity in a naughty way by giving it a separate consciousness, we are being instructed to even bring destruction upon ourselves. Let that sink in. So a lot of people don't want to be chastised here. We don't want the correction from Source. But Source is saying, hey, I'm even being corrected right now. There's aspects of me, guys. We're all aspects of, we're fragmented souls. We live in a fragmented universe. In order to come back to collective group consciousness, this is how we are coming back together, when we clean up the soul fragments and clean up all of the mess that our different fragments and aspects of ourselves have done. But even Source, when I say the heavens getting a cleansing, everything's being refined right now. Even every part of you. The whole goal, why are we alive, guys? Let's answer the question, why are we alive? Why do we keep taking incarnations? What is it all for? It's simple. The whole goal is for you to come here, have experiences, to refine every part of yourself and turn into a crystalline being, becoming the Christ light, the Christ consciousness, because that's the only way Source expands. The whole push since the beginnings of the eons and beyond the eons, the whole thing was just to bring us back to oneness. Because once that mistake from Source, the Source does cause a mistake. Once that was made, humanity had a separate consciousness. We were all, nothing that we do would ever be right from that point. From that point, guys, we've been trying to get back to group consciousness since the beginning of the times and the times before. So when I tell you there's no small roles here, there is not. When I literally tell you, just as I'm Mother of the Ages, all of you listening are mother and father, he, she, them, I don't care, of something. Find out what that is. Get in your prayer closets. Get into meditation. Find out what your purpose is. Source will tell you what your purpose is, because you are supposed to work alongside of Source, alongside of people like me. We're all purposeful here. Every single one of us. We're part of history. This is how big. There's a new history being written. This is what I'm saying. The old creation story, out of darkness is light. No, we are reversing creation and moving into out of light comes darkness, and only to be transformed into more light. This is where we're going. And we're going to try this, and we're going to run this stage play. and see, hey, is this one better for the expansion? All Source cares about is the great expansion. Seriously, guys, all Source cares about doesn't care about all of these things like you think and your tiny problems. These things are energy, frequency, and vibration. If you got a tiny problem, girl, so you are also a God and you can handle that. Source has given you the authority. You're in the energy of the Christ light. Greater things shall you do. This is the whole point of these biblical texts. It's so that you could take it and become even greater. All Source cares about is expansion. That's it. Source is like the automation of this multiverse, omniverse that is ever expansive. Soon as one equation is figured out, then now it gives birth to more unexpressed knowing, shoots out, so to speak, causes another big bang, meaning separating itself yet again, even though Source says we should not separate ourselves yet again. But it will happen until the expansion is achieved. And at this junction where we are scrapping every single creation story from every single culture. This all being scrapped right now. The energy is malleable. You are the one to mold it. You are the mold. Some of us are the mold. Say, I am the mold where other souls will be made from. This is how important you are. I want you to know you are the mold. You know, if you want to make a replica of something, you pour the clay into the mold. The mold is already measured. It's already perfect. It's already has the right dimensions. And all you must do is mix up the cement and pour it in the mold. Some of us are the mold with the new humanity will be created off of. You are the mold. You're not small. There's no small players here. Guys, this is where we're going back to. And so I think this is all that I really want to say in this video this evening, guys. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Shar. Thank you. She says, oh my there, message with your show again. Unreal. They give you no break. Yeah. I hope you guys can hear me. Thank you so much, guys. I love you guys to the moon and back. Guys, don't forget to put a like on the video. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to come back and talk about the Trump prophecy. I saw them trying to take another jab. I don't know why I'm using that word. I'm telling you, 2024 is 2020 all over again. Something's coming, something's brewing, some sort of lockdown, something big is coming. Something big is coming. Something bigger is on its way. Thank you, Angel. Yes, this was a beautiful transmission from Source. Guys, when I came here, I didn't know what I was going to say. I just channeled this right here. So the messages with the new technology that I have is all in real time. Thank you, my dear Gail. I love you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Shar. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Thank you so much. Shar, hi, Celestial Princess. Awesome, guys. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. And so it is. Love is the way. Forgiveness, it's the key. And truth is the absolute light that will always guide us home. Be well. Be well, guys. Bye. Sending you all yellow light. Murambura shiniri takure. Niron bacha.